Welcome to the Thursday Night Geeks of the Week. I'm Mario, and normally I don't like to draw attention to my hat wear. Okay, who am I kidding? I love drawing attention to my hat wear, but you guys have to check this out. Oh, that's just freaking cool. On to the video. Cowabunga. Steph mentioned the TV show Arrow and how it's okay. I've yet to watch it because I really don't trust anything with superheroes and CW after the whole Smallville thing. But if I keep hearing that it's worth catching, I might give it a try one day if I'm really bored and it's really convenient. So basically, let's say if it's between watching Arrow or rearranging my bookshelf and comics, rearranging is going to win. Or let's say if it's between watching Arrow or staring at the wall. Okay, watching Arrow's going to win that one. You know, Arrow can't be that bad. Pyro, I really like your Viking hat. I want it because I have a Viking hat too, but it doesn't light up. So now mine's very inferior compared to yours. Awesome dragon swag, and your lovely assistant was very lovely. Please pass along my compliments to her, and best of luck on your cosplay. Luluco, you looked fantastic, and I'm sure you enjoyed the Lady Gaga show. And I'm looking forward to your next comic book review, but stay away from Nathan Fillion. He's going to be my best friend. He's going to spend all his time with me. We're going to reenact scenes from Firefly. It's going to be awesome because he lives here. And Mikoro so. Nikki, the personalized classic novel thing sounds really cool. I'm tempted to get the Hounds of Bakersfield for myself, or at least wait until they get Moby Dick because I always want to roll with Ahab. And don't turn into a Nixicle at your shoot. Please stay warm. Think a lot of warm thoughts. I would have loaned you my beanie, but it's my beanie. You can't have it. And this goes out to all the cosplayers out there. I think the only thing harder than cosplaying is cosplaying and playing hockey. Check the link. These two teams, heroes versus villains, playing hockey, they're all in costumes, will be the best 4 minutes of your day. Check the link. Go on, check it. What are you still doing here watching this? Go check it. Go right now. Go! As Pyro mentioned, Face Off returned, and this week they had a DC Hero Challenge where they had to come up with original heroes, and the winner would actually have their concept appear in a comic. It's this really awesome show about special effects, and I really miss that classic type of effect. I think it's amazing what we've done digitally, but I really enjoy that makeup, prosthetic, physical type of effect. It's this great show. It's on the Sci-Fi Network on Tuesdays, and I do recommend it. This is going to be my super short, quick review of Young Justice. Certain members of Young Justice were picked for a covert mission, which never ends quietly, it never does. And there was a moment towards the end that made me say, oh, that's not good. Here's a reenactment. Oh, that's not good. Yes, that's how I watch my cartoons. So I've really been enjoying this season of Young Justice. There were some touch and go moments at the beginning, but it's really developed into this great show. With the senior members of the Justice League away, the core members of Young Justice have to step up. There's been some very cool plot twists. It's another successful hit for DC Animation, and one that I do absolutely recommend you catch. You know, watch it from the beginning and catch up now because it deserves it. It's a great show. Since I am wearing the beanie, I'm going to give you some cartoons you should be on the lookout. Starting with Ninja Turtles returns this Saturday on Nickelodeon. I have been watching the series and it's actually pretty cool. So if you're a fan of the Turtles, feel free to check it out. I do warn you, it is geared towards a new generation and aimed for kids. Wait, cartoons are meant for children? That's not right. No, that's weird. This coming Tuesday, The Dark Knight Returns Part 2 is set to come out on DVD. Part 1 was epic, so I'm really looking forward to Part 2. I'm sure I'll review it the second I'm able to watch it, so stay tuned for that. This week I'll be reviewing Young Avengers Issue 1, written by Karen Gillian and art by Jamie McKelvin. And this issue starts out with Kate Bishop and Marvel Boy in space when the Skrull attack breaks out. While on Earth, Hulkling is out fighting crime and dealing with relationship issues with his boyfriend Wiccan. And something happens which I can't say, but Kid Loki tries to prevent it. So I loved this issue. It had action, drama. As a fan of the original Young Avengers, Kid Loki, and Miss America, I really geeked out over this lineup. And if you're first getting introduced to these characters, don't worry. Gillian did a solid job giving each a moment to shine. I promise you before it ends, you're going to enjoy and grow to care for these characters. The artwork was amazing. I especially love their use of the splash page panels. It really gave it just a cinematic look. A solid start to a new series, and I rate this 5 out of 5 stars. Next, Justice League issue 16, written by Jeff Johns and art by Ivan Reyes. And this is part 3 of Throne of Atlantis, the crossover with Aquaman. The story thus far is the surface war has attacked Atlantis, and now they've declared war and launch a counterattack, while Aquaman's trying to keep both sides calm because his loyalties are in the middle, while the story in the back has Captain Marvel meeting Black Adam for the first time. So I really haven't been the biggest Justice League fan since the reboot. However, I have been following Aquaman, and that's been a solid title. In fact, the event gets its lead up from following Aquaman for the past year. Still, this is new reader accessible as it introduces you to the power players right away. It has been an enjoyable read thus far. I really hope this marks a change for Justice League because I really do miss it so. I rate this a very respectable 3.5 out of 5. Next, Uncanny X-Force issue 1, written by Sam Humphrey and art by Ron Garney. And after X-Force has been disbanded, it gets the seeds of it starting back up again here, with Psylocke and Storm leading. So this issue was so-so. What I did enjoy of it was the chemistry between Psylocke and Storm and them getting the lead, and the artwork is fantastic. It really carries this issue. What I didn't like is that although the plot's in its early conception, there was nothing that just grabbed me. But maybe I'm being too difficult on it because I am comparing it to Rick Remender's #1 issue of Uncanny X-Force, which was far superior. But still, this comic is just getting started. It wouldn't surprise me if it ends up being great, but for right now, I rate this 3.5 out of 5 stars. And finally, Bedlam issue 3, written by Nick Spencer and art by Randy Rosmo. And this comic's about the city of Bedlam and the psychotic killer known as Matter Red. 10 years ago, he was caught and rehabilitated by some intense methods, and now a new killer has arisen and he wants to help. So think of this comic as Hannibal Lecter meets American Horror Story Asylum. It has Detective Romero trying to solve these bizarre, gruesome murders, and Matter Red, who's a psychotic and insane, has an insight into the killer's thought process. I really have been enjoying this comic. It has me on the edge of my seat, and hopefully it doesn't end up disappointing me. I give this issue 4.5 out of 5 stars. So that's it for me. Remember to comment. Compliments on my beanie will be rewarded. They will. Remember to follow me on Twitter or you're missing out on awesome tweets by me like, I told my brother we only have one rule in this house. No ninja weapons in the kitchen. And he broke it. So you're missing out if you're not following me. Remember to subscribe, check out the other Turtles of the Week, and stay geeky. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes on the half shell. Turtle power.